10 things and places you must do and visit in Quito. If you are planning to come to Quito, these are things you must do. Quito is not only the capital of Ecuador, it's a vibrant city that has impressive natural landscapes and the largest historic center in South America. Hi everyone, my name is Fatima and today I'll try to answer the most frequently questioned. What to do in Quito? It's difficult to name all the possibilities you have to do in Quito. There are a lot of activities and places to visit. For that reason, I recommend that your stay in the city will be at least 3 days. Well, let's start.
Quito has an altitude of 2,850 meters above sea level, and its temperature generally varies from 9 degrees to 22 degrees. Here, there are two types of season: rainy, also called winter, and dry season. The rainy season is the one that occupies most of the year and runs from October to April. At this time, it tends to rain frequently and occasionally hail. The dry season is from Jan to September, and temperatures are higher and there are more sunny hours. The next are the places you have to go when you come to Quito. Number 1. Historic Center. It's the largest and best preserved in South America. Here, there are a number of sites that you should visit. Plaza de la Independencia, better known as Plaza Grande, must be the starting point on your trip. It's the heart of the historic center. It includes a monument honoring the heroes that fought for independence in 1809, the Presidential Palace, Archbishop's Palace, the Cathedral of Quito, and the Municipal Palace. Basílica del Voto Nacional. The basilica is well worth a visit because you can climb up inside the church to get a bird's eye view over the historic center. It's a neo-Gothic style religious building. Due to its size and style, it's considered the largest neo-Gothic temple in America, and is compared to two of the great cathedrals in the world, St. Patrick Cathedral in New York and Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Calle La Ronda. The street Juan de Dios Morales, better known as La Ronda, is a lively small street within the historic center where you can explore historic buildings, taste traditional food, watch artisans unfold their craft, and enjoy live entertainment. It's believed that the story of Calle La Ronda dates back to the 15th century, when it was an Inca trail. A Spanish colonizer remodeled the street in the 18th century, and at the beginning of the 20th century it became the place where artists, bohemians, and poets used to gather to share their views on life, love, politics, and religion. San Francisco Plaza, Church and Convent. It's the oldest and most significant religious site in Ecuador. The vast complex includes a main church, two chapels, an art museum, courtyards, orchards, catacombs, a plaza, more than 3,500 works of religious art, and a library holding thousands of books and historic documents. The structure is the largest architectural complex within the historic centers of all of America. It was founded by Brother Jodoco Rique for the Order of the Franciscan monks between 1537 and 1560. The construction of this church is marked with a frightening legend. If you want to know it, click here. La Compañía. This is another church in Quito, has been catalogued by UNESCO among the 100 most important World Heritage Site monuments in the world. The church is a magnificent example of the extraordinary artistic ability of the Ecuadorian artisans, with profusely carved altars covered with gold leaf, and the sculptures by Legarda of the Holy Trinity in the main altar, St. Ignacy and St. Francis in the side altars. It's considered one of the most important works of Spanish Baroque architecture in Latin America. Santo Domingo. This church is also very domineering, standing over Santo Domingo Plaza. It represents fascinating periods in Quito's religious history. It was built by Dominicans and modified by Italian priest. Its architecture and interior are to be admired. Museo de la Ciudad. This fascinating museum is located within what was previously a 16th century hospital called San Juan de Dios. Here, there are numerous exhibition halls, and the museum exposes the daily life of Quito, the history of its inhabitants from pre-Columbian times. Centro Cultural Metropolitano. This building offers a showcase of anthropological and cultural items of interest, and there are a number of exhibition halls here to keep you busy. There are many other sites to visit in the historic center of Quito. These are just some of the ones that I consider to be the main highlights. Number 2. Teleférico is one of the main tourist attractions in the city and an emblematic place to take photos. The Umbro station is located on the slopes of the mountain, and the final station is on the Cruz Loma Hill, on the route to the Ruco Pichincha volcano. It ascends from the Motriz platform at 3,117 meters above sea level to Cruz Loma at 3,947 meters above sea level, which makes it one of the highest cable cars in the world. Here, there are some activities to do. You can go trekking, climbing, horseback riding, extreme cycling, go to the swing in the clouds, visit the summits of the Guagua and Ruco Pichincha volcanoes. Number 3. Panecillo. It's a natural elevation of 3,000 meters above sea level. It was baptized with this name because of its resemblance to a small bread. It's located in the heart of the city and is one of the most visited places in Quito due to its viewpoint from which you can appreciate the beauty of this Indian city and the splendor of its historical center. Here you can get fantastic photos of the city, buy handmade items, eat local snacks, see the tallest aluminum sculpture in the world, the Virgin of El Panecillo, visit a small museum inside the monument, see the Olla del Panecillo, and find out about 2 folk tales of this place. If you want to know them, click here. Number 4. Mitad del Mundo. Located in the north of Quito, is home to the famous monument to the equator, built in honor to the imaginary line that divides the planet into northern and southern hemispheres, and to commemorate the first geodesic mission of the French Academy of Science, led by Louis Gaudin, Pierre Bouguer, and Charles-Marie de la Condamine in 1736. Although it's not technically the center of the world, the monument and museum here explaining how the line was marked back in 1736. Yes, there are 2 different places to see the equator. If you want to know the other one, click here. Number 5. Pululagua, one of Ecuador's hidden treasures. It's a potentially active volcano and its crater is one of the 2 inhabited in the world. This volcano has several scattered lava domes. Both the domes and the crater are located in the Pululagua Geobotanical Reserve in the north of Quito. Most of the families living in the caldera are dedicated to agriculture, livestock, and hospitality. They are the only in the world with agricultural production. In the same crater you can carry out activities such as camping, horseback riding, hiking, and mountain biking. This is a perfect place to get acquainted with wildlife. Number 6. Guápulo is considered an artsy bohemian neighborhood of Quito. It's home to many local artists and some coffee bars located along the Camino de Arellano Street. The main attractions here are the viewpoint, a place with a spectacular view where you can admire, if the weather allows it, some elevations of the Inter-Indian Alley. Guápulo Church of colonial architecture that's well known among Quiteños, especially for the image of the Virgin of the Angels, to which miracles are attributed from the time the church was built. Guápulo Park, a recreational area where you can be in contact with nature. Every year on September 7, the Guapuleños honor their neighborhood with the Fiestas de Guápulo, a fantastic celebration complete with costumes, parade, food, drink, song, dance, and fireworks. Number 7. Parks. In Quito there are some green areas that invite you to relax and be active. These are some of them. La Carolina is located in the center of Quito's central business district. La Carolina Park is a great place to practice a sport like basketball and football.
There's also a children's playground, a family picnic area, and some running tracks. In the southern part of the park, visitors may enjoy nice fountains, man-made waterways, bridges, and sculptures. There's a lake where boats are available for rent. Parque Metropolitano. The Huanhuiltahua Metropolitan Park is situated in the north of the city. This green area is surrounded by trees and it's a perfect place to enjoy nature, breathing fresh air without leaving the city. Here you can find sport cars, walking trails, mountain bike trails, picnic area, barbecue area, and restrooms. These are some of the many services the park has. Parque Chimbía is located at the summit and slope of the Chimbía Hill, at the oriental limit of the Quito's historic center, surrounded by neighborhoods like El Dorado, La Tola, and San Blas. It's a natural lookout point because of the great view that you get from the Quito Historic Center in either way. One of its main attractions is the Chimbía Cultural Center or Crystal House, which was built from the old metallic structure of the Santa Clara Market. Parque Bicentenario is located at the northern end of the city. It was constructed on the grounds of the former Quito Airport. Parque Bicentenario has converted 125 hectares of runway into beautiful and lengthy running paths. Parque Elegido, located in the center of the city, is one of the most traditional parks in Quito. It's a popular spot for impromptu games of soccer and volleyball. The park teams with activity on weekends, when open-air art shows are held along Patria Avenue. Just inside the north end of the park, artisans and craft vendors set up stalls and turn the sidewalks into a handicrafts market. There are many other parks in Quito. These are just some of the ones that I consider to be the main highlights. Number 8. Museums. Museums in Quito are worth a visit, as they provide interesting information and facts about the history of Quito and Ecuador. The main museums of Quito include the Museo de la Ciudad, Museo Mena Caamaño, la Capilla del Hombre, la Casa del Alabado, Banco Central, and Convento de San Francisco. Of course, these are not the only ones. There are many others in the city. Each of these museums in Quito offers a different perspective or view of Ecuador. Here you can learn much about Ecuador's colonial history and culture. Number 9. Shopping centers. Malls are a characteristic of big cities. In Quito there is no lack of malls. These places are not only for buying but also for entertainment. There are many of them along the city. The main shopping centers in Quito are Quicentro Shopping, Mall El Jardín, CCI, El Recreo, El Bosque, Ventura Mall, Scala Shopping. Besides the numerous clothing and bookstores, pharmacies and photo shops, the main shopping centers offer entertainment, cinemas, electronic games, bowling alleys, skating rink, food courts, sweet shops, and cafes. Number 10. Try traditional food. Ecuadorian food offers a rich mix of flavors, ingredients, and traditions. That's why you should try some typical dishes. There are plenty of options for all tastes, from places to try the street food to upscale restaurants all over the city. On this occasion, I will answer the question, where can I get the best street food in Quito? Well, the main places where you can try typical food are markets. There are some of them along the city. The main is the Mercado Central. It's not located in the loveliest looking building, but once you venture inside, you'll be glad you came. Here you can try all varieties of strange looking and familiar street food. There are excellent juice stalls and options for vegetarians and meat eaters alike. Here you can pick up an almuerzo, a set lunch, for just a few dollars and eat a filling and delicious local meat just as the locals do. Another excellent option to experience authentic street food in Quito is Mercado de las Tripas, Tripe Market, an outdoor food market. It's a line of food stalls located in the Vicentina neighborhood. This place surely does offer some of the best street food in Quito. I hope this video will be useful and you enjoy it. This could be a small guide if you're planning to visit Quito. If you have any question about a place or a thing, let me know in the comments below. I'll do my best to get all the information to share with you and to answer all your questions. Please don't forget to subscribe, like the videos and share to help others get this information. And if you consider that my video helped you in any way or just enjoy it, you can also support my job with donations through PayPal. My email is in the description. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.